So the magic number for home field in the wild card round, it is a nice round number, and that round number is 0. The same chances that Mr. Church had of catching up with that Brad Keller fastball is 0%. That's right, 7-3. The W, it goes in favor of the Cubs. They won the first 2 of this series versus those St. Louis Cardinals. Now they're looking for the sweep tomorrow to give themselves a full head of steam headed into the wild card round, which will indeed be right here at Wrigley Field. Tuesday, we're still waiting on the time frame. We'll get you that information as soon as it becomes available to us. But in the meantime, we know that Michael Busch, well, today was his day. 9/27/25. We're now declaring this as the Michael Busch game. And Bushy, he's catching up with Elise. Let's check it out.
Michael, you know you're coming back here Tuesday now. The first time a postseason game will be played here with fans in the stands since 2018. What do you envision it being like?
Yeah, I'm just excited for it. You know, they've been awesome for us all year, and just to hear them right now, it's been consistent over the 81 games that we played here. So we're excited as a team, and we're excited for the city.
Hey, your effort, big part of how you win this game today. 13 total bases. You get a couple of home runs, a triple, a double. What was it like for you at the plate today?
Yeah, it just felt good. God's good, and I think just through all the ups and the downs throughout the season, it's so long, and he's constant, and he always is, and he always will be, and it was awesome, and that's something that throughout the course of the season, I think has just held me strong throughout it.
You know, we saw you had a shot at the cycle there. That last at bat, you get intentionally walked. What are you thinking?
Selfishly, I wanted the at bat. It just felt good all day, but at the same time, we're trying to win the game. They're trying to win it. I respect it. Selfishly, I wanted it. Fans were amazing. They knew more than I did.
Postseason baseball is back, Michael. Thank you.
We're excited. Let's go.
Well, you can't swat that excitement away with a tennis racket because, yeah, it is permeating throughout Wrigley Field, and Michael Busch, it could be one of the big reasons why. And no beating around the bush. You see the last 17 games? Well, he's laid a beating on the opposition. A .317 batting average, a .1258 OPS. Are you serious? 8 long balls and 6 doubles. When he's able to bang them off the barn doors, that is when good things tend to happen. And with that said, come on in, because Cubs Postgame Live are coming to you live and direct. And Elise Menaker, she's pulling double duty today. She's here with me and Elise. You saw everything that went down. That was kind of Bush League for Michael Busch to get that free pass when the cycle was on the line, wasn't it?
I wanted him to get that at bat. I thought in a 7-3 game it was a fair thing to say, like, let him take the at bat. I get it's also not the Cardinals' job to give him that, but I wanted to see it as well. I like the cycle. I'm a fan. I wanted to see Busch go for it. Almost from his reaction, he thought.
Well, you asked him the question, how'd you feel about that? And then we saw him spit on the ground, and then he gave you the answer. Maybe that's how he feels about the St. Louis Cardinals. It's spit-inducing, huh?
I didn't even notice that when we did the interview live. I just remember him answering the question. But, yeah, he had a great day. And, I mean, started off, set the tone, right? When you're looking for a win, you want to secure that home field advantage. Michael Busch now 5 times he has led off with a home run. I really like just how he was spraying it around. I mean, if you just watch the highlights on the day, you're like, oh, left, right, left, right. That's probably my favorite part. When you know someone's really locked in, it doesn't matter where they pitch it, he's going to connect, and for hard contact at that. Okay, my favorite part of the triple, he's going for it. At the end of the slide, he just is like, I'm here, I'm done, I made
Oxygen,
it.
please, immediately, if not soon. Well, his torrid tear versus the St. Louis Cardinals, it will continue tomorrow. My man has 9 home runs versus those Redbirds, and how about his 34th home run of the season? The 4th most by a Cubs left-handed stick, and yep, the 4th most by a Cubs primary first baseman in a season. Michael Busch, could you imagine if he didn't have all those platoon ball games so far this season, Elise? Come on now.
Yeah, I love Michael Busch. I love the athleticism that he brings, and so we'll see, what the future holds in the at-bats that he will get against lefties. But in the meantime, he's been doing what he needs to do against right-handed pitching. I mean, the power's in the bat. They moved him up to the leadoff spot because you're thinking you want to get him more ABs, and it's really paying off. And on the other days, Nico, I mean, even so, he's connecting and doing what he does well to be in that spot. And so I love what Jed Hoyer said during the game. We need to see more Michael Busch jerseys around the stadium. And isn't it so true? Because not only just a great player, but a good guy.
Not just around this stadium, but all around Major League Baseball.
Yes.
He's a guy who definitely moves the needle. Not a whole bunch of first basemen in Major League Baseball with 34 or more long balls, Elise.
And if you're a young kid growing up, like if you need a player to model your game after, you just want to watch, like he's going to go about his business really quietly. I get PCA is fun to watch and all that, but if you want someone else who almost does it a different way but equally effective and fun, Michael Busch can definitely be that guy. A great role model, good to watch.
Something tells me if you go around to some of the Little League Baseball areas around the Chicagoland area, you're going to see some kids hitting home runs
let's start
and
doing
rubbing
that
the
now,
belly.
right?
What does that exactly mean? I know you're
going to the bullpen. It's like
a
a signal to the bullpen. Something with Daniel Palencia. I wasn't remember the exact story, but just wanted to acknowledge them.
Yeah, that means that they're beating up on the guys that are currently out there on the hill, and you may want to dig in to that pen, and that's exactly what the Cubs were able to do today, thanks to Michael Busch. Look at this, lefty sticks in a season, sweet swinging. Schwarbino, sweet swinging again, and the mountain man, Michael Busch. When you're on a full screen graphic where Billy Williams is there 3 times and you're on at least once, that means that you're doing something really right all season.
And you can even say with Schwarber at this point.
Exactly.
I mean, the way that he said it. No, I mean, to be in that company, that's just awesome. And we highlight the left-handed aspect of it, but even we were talking about it over the weekend because of Anthony Rizzo in that conversation. You just don't see a lot of lefty first basemen today do what he's doing. And so you bring him over to the Cubs. I think you're hoping at least this is just even part of the guy that you're getting. But Michael Busch is really impressed. He's lived up to the expectation. I think the consistency, that's really big because, when Craig was talking after the game yesterday, when you had the 30 guys with Seiya, PCA, and Busch all with 30 home runs, he was saying to do that, I mean, you've got to be in there. You've got to get the playing time. And so health is a part of that. And then when you're getting the playing time, I chalk it up to the mental aspect. Sure, there's the physical component, no doubt about it. But mentally, to be able to stay in a spot through the ups and downs of a season to still accomplish all of this, I mean, all of that is the battle in and of itself that you overcome.
Super impressive with the bat, but the glove, well, that's been golden all season long.
We saw that come along last year.
You know who feels good about him?
Hey, Justin Steele, how you doing?
We see you. Hopefully you're still locked in with us right here on Cubs Postgame Live. Bushy, he is hotter than a firecracker. I would go with an M80, maybe a half stick of dynamite. My man right there, yeah, he will blow the skin right off your fingers. You want to let go of that thing immediately, if not soon. And one guy who's also smoking hot right about now, this cat right here, Seiya Suzuki,
so good to see.
seeing the ball like an absolute watermelon coming in these days.
And when this happens, also that joy in Seiya comes back. Not that he loses it, but he really likes feeding off of his teammates. Another day where he and Pete Crow Armstrong homer on the same day. That's now 8 times now they've done it this season. And so you get all those 30 home run guys again on the same day. So they're feeding off of each other. Hey, you want to debate, is offense contagious? I'm going to tell you it is, and I'm going to tell you these guys like hitting together.
Yeah, it's like they're sitting around in a circle, hanging out in beanbags. Beanbag boys, they really got after it out there on the diamond today. Come on now. It's like the beanbag boys are going out there, and they're looking to put their fingerprints on every single game, and that's what we saw again today. Is it great for these fellas to all catch fire at just the right time? Only one regular season ball game left, and it's versus St. Louis. So a win tomorrow, that's priority number 1, but priority number 2, going out there and getting a W on Tuesday.
Yeah, it feels, right? Like the feels after the Red Series versus now and how you look at the offense and what you're thinking. I go back to what Craig Counsell said after the game yesterday. How you do today, it's not necessarily going to tell you what you do Tuesday. I like that thought process. I also like how you feel going into a postseason, and I think it does do something. I don't think that you just kind of disregard this and act like it doesn't matter. I think every player before the postseason wants to feel good about where they're at. I know if I was about to go into the postseason, I'm going to feel a lot better about myself knowing that I can at least channel, here's what I did successfully in this at bat. And you'll even probably look at ones that you didn't have success in, but this is how you're in a good spot. Like look at Seiya Suzuki. He now knows, and he described it after the game yesterday, I feel good when I'm doing this. And he's getting results, because if you feel good and get the results, it really solidifies that process for you, so you can really hunker down in that. So when the moment is really big, you can trust that process, because that's all you've got in the postseason. You can't worry about the results.
Yeah, you feel good, you play good, and then we know that they pay good. And these guys all compensated very handsomely to go out there and play a children's game at the highest level. And Michael Busch, he played like a full-grown man. We're going to continue to show you how it all unfolded today. 7-3, Game 2 against the Cardinals. The Cubs victorious. We're back in a flash.